Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back today with another daily crypto update. Cryptocurrencies are falling after some bearish news regarding the Bitcoin ETF proposal from Van Eck. And this is, of course, something that was unexpected. Now, the one thing that you have to keep in mind is if there's anything that will trump technical analysis, it's news. And news is unpredictable, right? Especially these random announcements like this, you can't see them coming and they will affect the market. So, uh, based on the technicals, I was bullish on crypto just a day or two ago. I thought we were going to be able to get a bounce, start moving higher. And unfortunately, that's not what ended up happening. We ended up moving below our short-term uptrend line and losing support at $6,800. So this was a shock for me. With that being said, I don't think all hope is over, but in the short term, things might get choppy and I could see this falling lower from here. I'll talk about the technicals more in just a second. But just to cover, over the past 24 hours, most of the crypto market is falling lower. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates. And now talking about that news here. So basically the SEC delayed the Van Eck Solid X Bitcoin ETF and they actually postponed the decision to September 30th, 2018. Now that's the date by which the commission shall either approve or disapprove or institute proceedings to determine whether to disapprove the proposed rule change. So we could get further delays down the line. We also got the Winklevoss ETF that was rejected not long ago at all. So it's been proving hard to get these Bitcoin ETFs accepted, and it's something that a lot of people are waiting on. A lot of people bought Bitcoin specifically in hopes that we're going to get a Bitcoin ETF approval soon. That failed twice now. We have future attempts and multiple Bitcoin ETFs that are trying to get approved. So I think that it's just a matter of time at this point, but it's definitely not something that's predictable in a specific time frame, right? It could take months at the very least here. So something to keep in mind, and this market drop was really due to this news coming out. Everybody that bought on the Bitcoin ETF hype kind of sold out now, and that's what created this drop today. So let's jump right into the technicals now, starting off with Bitcoin, of course. As you can see, we lost our $6,800 support level. And by the way, I want you to let me know what you think about this. Do you think cryptos are going to move lower from here, or do you think we're going to be able to recover pretty quickly? Let me know down in the comments below. So Bitcoin is now moving down to its next support level, which is at around 6,500 Satoshis. After that, it's a pretty clear drop down to 6,000 Satoshis. And I'd say we really would not want to move below that, right? Because that would put in a higher low compared to the drop back here and would really re-begin a whole new larger downtrend. Of course, we're already downtrending in the short term, so I'll go ahead and draw that out. But $6,000, I'd say, is our new critical support level. As far as a recovery, we'll want to see a recovery within the next 24 to 48 hours if we want to have any chance to start moving back towards $8,000 quickly. Otherwise, we're going to move lower, I think, and we're going to start probably to consolidate after that. So if we're going to get a recovery, it has to be very soon here. Otherwise, it's going to be too much pressure due to these downtrend lines here. We have two main ones in the short term, one that's very steep, one that's a little bit less steep. So that gives you an idea of the drop potential here. And indicators all falling lower. We want to see at least some stabilization before we get any idea of re-entering. At least for me personally, keep in mind, I'm not here to give financial advice, just here to share my personal opinion. Let's go ahead, take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is now falling down to its $361 support level. That was the support level that I'd already drawn out. And that is similar to Bitcoin in the sense that we don't want to move below that level, right? $361 is our critical support level, and if we move below that, that would put in a lower low compared to the low back here, re-enter into that more bearish downtrend. So definitely not something that we want to see. And at this point, we got a bigger drop here for Ethereum as far as the support level is all concerned compared to, Ethereum got a pretty nasty drop compared to Bitcoin based on where its support levels were, in the sense that we're already reaching our last support level here, and any move below $361 would likely create an even further bullish move towards the bearish move towards the downside. So I want to make sure that we stay above $361, right? That's really what I'm looking for. As far as regaining some bullish strength, we want to get back above $420. Probably not going to happen anytime soon. Going to take a few weeks just to recover here, I think, and get some consolidation in. RSI just now starting to move towards the 30 line, so there could be further downside ahead. Absolutely here. Let's go ahead, take a look at Litecoin, see what's going on. Litecoin is currently experiencing a very sharp drop below its support level at $70. This was actually its critical support level. We're already putting in a lower low here, and we're fully still downtrending for Litecoin. So this is really not good in any way, no matter how you look at it. I think that unless we're able to get a quick recovery and then start trading back in this little triangle over here, we're going to be heading down to our next support level, which is all the way down to let's see, next support level is all the way down to $45. So could see a pretty big drop here still for Litecoin. Let's go ahead, take a look at Nano, see what's going on. Nano is currently sitting at 22,000 Satoshis, not experiencing that much of a drop here today. I think this is due to the fact that it already got a very big drop over the last week or two, so it was kind of ahead of the market in that sense. Now I think that it might consolidate, probably in a few days, could start even moving lower below 20,000 Satoshis, so not expecting anything bullish here from Nano. Let's go ahead, take a look at Ripple, see what's going on. We're going to take a look at the Bittrex chart, and Ripple is currently moving below 40 cents. Next stop is going to be 30 cents. Already got a very clear red candlestick. This makes me think that very unlikely that we're going to get a recovery above 40 cents here anytime soon, and I think that we're going to need to test 30 cents before we're going to be ready to move higher. If we look back, that's actually our breakout area since the beginning of the run, and it's something that we kind of always had to close, right, based on technical analysis theory. You don't want to leave these gaps open, so at least if we go and test 30 cents, that will be out of the way. Of course, that would be a very big drop compared to where we were just a few months back, but it's something that kind of had to be done, it seems, in a way, and that's the case for a lot of cryptocurrencies out there right now. Let's go ahead, take a look at NEO, see what's going on. So we're going to take a look here at the Binance chart, and sorry, the Bittrex chart. That's where I have all my lines run out. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for NEO. And if we take a look, NEO is below its $26 support level. Next stop is going to be $20. NEO hasn't been the strongest, so I think that it's pretty likely that we test $20 relatively soon here. We just dropped below the 30 line on the RSI, which leads me to think that we have more downside ahead. Let's go ahead and take a look at EOS, see what's going on. So EOS is now starting to face a lot of resistance from that red middle band, and wasn't able to get back above that yellow uptrend line fully. So now we're moving back lower, probably going to test 9,300 Satoshis soon. If we move below that, going to experience a pretty big drop, most likely down to 7,000 Satoshis. So our goal is to stay above 9,300 Satoshis. That's our critical support level. That may not be easy to do based on the market conditions, however. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's go ahead, take a look at Stellar Lumens now. Stellar Lumens is starting to drop below 3,400 Satoshis. Next support level is down towards 3,000 Satoshis, or where our uptrend line is at. So at least it has some good support there, and that's where I would expect to bounce in the short term. But I do think that we're going to be initially heading down to $3,100, and then very shortly thereafter down to 3,000 Satoshis. The one good thing with Stellar is I think it's a good project, has that potential Coinbase listing down the line. So I think that it should be one of the altcoins that will be able to weather any storm better than most. Let's go ahead and take a look at Lisk now. Lisk was already not performing well, and this bearish news is not helping. We're now moving down to $3.50. I think the next stop is $3. If we move below that, I think we're going to be heading down to $2. Lisk is truly in free fall mode right now, and I think I wouldn't expect anything less until we're able to get back above $4. So if we're not going to get about $4, I think that we're just going to continue basically free falling in this downtrend right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at Cardano, see what's going on. So we're going to take a look at the Bittrex chart. Cardano got a nice bull reversal, and it's actually holding up pretty well here today compared to a lot of other cryptos. Indicators still holding up pretty well also. And the one thing at this point is, based on how the market is acting, and then the resistance we have ahead here at around 2,000 satoshis, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to continue this reversal, unfortunately. So I'd say a good scenario would be just to consolidate around where we're at now. That would be much better than a lot of altcoins out there. But we have to wait and see. If we lose this uptrend line support, we'll watch out for a drop lower. Hopefully we'll just get some consolidation. I think it's possible based on this lower Bollinger Band already bouncing higher. So hopefully that's what's going to happen for Cardano. Let's go ahead and take a look at our last cryptocurrency of the daily crypto update, which is going to be IOTA, now falling lower down to 70 cents. Like I said, next stop is going to be 60 cents, 50 cents, and after that it's onwards towards $30, 30 cents, where we got our initial run up. So that also is similar to Ripple in the sense that it's kind of been a long time coming that we wanted to close that gap, and it's going to be somewhat hard to avoid that, unfortunately. A lot of selling volume here as well, important to point out and notice. With that being said, thanks for watching. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.